touching me, touching you. Oh, sweet Caroline. Oh, 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 good times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good. I've been inclined, oh, 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 to believe they never would. Oh, sweet Caroline. Oh, 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 your time never seems so good. So good, so good, so good. Sweet Caroline. Oh, 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 I believe they never could. Sweet Caroline.
Hello, it's very hot and you are in my tiny little bathroom in my cupboard and I am going to go get ready for bed. It's not very late, I think it's like 10:30, 10:35, but I have a nice and early start tomorrow because it is changeover day and as a result I'm going to bed, or I'm going to try to go to bed early. It's so hot. Oh, and I never showed you my room. Well, maybe I'll have a chance to do that tomorrow, because I'm leaving it tomorrow. And I must say I am looking forward to leaving it tomorrow. As I think I already mentioned, it's not sort of terrible, considering it's a crew cabin. But having had the luxury of the guest cabins, it's definitely a downgrade. And I am very much looking forward to my own room back. I just feel cleaner, because I don't actually know if this room was like properly cleaned or anything before I came in. I'm gonna get into pajamas first, I think, before I take my makeup off. And like there's no soap or anything. And the toilet makes a loud sound when it flushes, which is, you know, a silly little minuscule problem. But it's something that I hadn't had to experience before. And now I do. One moment. And so you can understand that I sort of prefer my old room. And it's been quite dark in the cabin recently, because first of all, this is bottom deck. And second of all, it's got a smaller window than most sort of cabins. And we've been docked up against other ships. So I've just felt like I've got no light, which is also partly my own fault because I keep the curtains shut. But anyway, I desperately need to wash my hair, but I've purposely been trying to wait it out until I get back to my own cabin, because one of the things I really don't like, in the shower there's a little handrail, which is understandable because of, you know, if people need it. But the shower already isn't very big. And that handrail, the way it's sort of positioned, or the way my shower head is positioned, which is on me, and I probably could have changed that. But it just feels like there's not much space to move around. So I am very much looking forward to the old shower back. This oil stuff has really been working very well, in my opinion. Again, I don't know how good it is for, you know, my face, but it feels like it's good, and it works. And my eyelashes feel loads better than they do with the makeup wipes, so that's good. Oh, have I just shut the door on you? And it smells nice. And I'm very much looking forward to this towel going into the laundry tomorrow and getting fresh towels. Speaking of, I sent my laundry this morning. At I think around 9 o'clock this morning, and by about lunchtime, I think just after lunch, it was already done. Unbelievable. What a service. And like clean and dried and folded and everything. And just like that, we are ready for another day. Oh, turns out I had some oil on other parts of my face. Don't know how they got there. You know what's going to happen, and I can predict this because I know myself. It's now, probably by now, it's 11:15. Or maybe not quite yet, but it will be. And that's still like a reasonably early time to go to bed. But instead, what I'm going to do is stay on my phone for a while and still go to bed late, and then wake up early tomorrow, be exhausted all day tomorrow, and then be looking forward to my bed tomorrow night. And when I do eventually get to go to bed around probably this time tomorrow, I will just pass out. But then hopefully it'll be alright, because I think usually on the first day the first activity I have on is at 10 in the morning. So I always get a bit of a sleep in, I think. Anyway, I am going to try and go to sleep already, and we'll see if I succeed. I edited loads of videos today, by the way, and the thumbnails. And I think in total I've got about 6 or 7 videos ready to upload. So I'm going to make the most of my time at the airport with the airport Wi-Fi, which is a lot stronger than the ship Wi-Fi, to upload some videos. Even though they're not going up until October, I think. Which means that this is going up in 2024, which is kind of mental. Very mental. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say for now. I'll see you later. Bye. Hello, I am back. I am back in my own room and it is so lovely. It just feels clean. Whereas I think I mentioned yesterday, the other room just didn't. And it might have been. And maybe that was just my personal perception. But it's nice to be in a room that I'm confident in its cleanliness. And the bathroom is so nice. And I had a lovely shower earlier. And I have a window. And I have light. And I have space. Like, I don't think I realised in the last cabin just how cramped I actually felt. And a big part of that is also because I didn't unpack. So I had like my 2 big cases there, as well as some bags. And everything was just kind of everywhere. I don't think I did ever end up filming it, but I'm sure I'll be back there at some point. But as a result of all my stuff just lying around, because I didn't have a chance to unpack properly, I felt like I had no space to move, and I didn't actually realise that until I came into this cabin and I was like, oh, this is nice. Because I've not even unpacked properly yet. I've unpacked a couple of things, but definitely not everything. But I've got more space for my cases and me. I feel like I can't fault the crew cabins though. Considering they're crew cabins, they're fine. Better than fine, actually. But naturally, a guest cabin is nicer. The one thing I do miss though, that my crew cabin had that this cabin definitely does not, is air conditioning. And I think tomorrow I'm going to speak to the engineer and see if there's anything they can do about it. I doubt it, but no harm in asking. But today has been boiling. It's been so hot. So then to come back to my cabin and feel like I'm still melting, not the best, but it's fine. These tops are also quite warm, so I am looking forward to getting into my pajamas. And then tomorrow I'll have another shower and I'll get into some clean clothes and life will be great. Life is always great. Now I was going to say something else, but I've forgotten. Did you hear that? Bear with. It's probably just the anchor being pulled in or something. We're about to leave. No, that's not right. We've still got a show going on. It must be the show. Can you hear that? Today I went to the airport and once again I used the airport Wi-Fi to upload a bunch of videos, which I'm really happy about, although there is one video that is really stubbornly refusing to be uploaded and it gets to like 70% and then keeps cancelling. Luckily it doesn't go up until I think end of September, maybe even start of October, so I've got time to get it to work, but it is frustrating. But I've definitely got a bunch of other ones up, which is nice. And as a result, I've edited some more and I've just cleared some space, which is great because now I'm filming again. And I keep saying in every video, I keep saying I'm gonna vlog less now. And then there's just always more stuff to talk about. Wow. I'm gonna look really stupid if you can't hear that. You must hear that. Anyway, I am going to bed and I am going to sleep very well. And this week actually looks really nice. In general, the way things have been scheduled, I think it's going to be good, and I think I'm going to have time to go off the ship, which is nice because this is the first one I missed, and it's the one where I said I hope I'll get time next time because we don't get a lot of opportunities. Excuse me, in case you can't hear what's going on, there's like a stomping sound coming from above me. Anyway, bedtime. I will see you all whenever I see you next. So I think I might have mentioned yesterday that I was going to ask the engineer to come look at my air conditioning because it's not been working. And originally I thought that was just the ship's problem, but actually, having been in some other rooms, clearly it was just my own cabin that didn't have air conditioning. And I've just walked in and it's so much cooler. It's still not as strong as both the crew cabin or the other cabin I was in, but it's significantly better than it was. It actually feels like fresh air. So I am very happy. I feel like I can so handle this. Also, look at this lighting. That's just the natural light. Because what I've done now is I've got my window or my curtains wide open, but my doors of the window actually shut. So I keep the cool air in. Oh, I'm so happy. I needed that. that's all I wanted to say really. Goodbye.